is how it started. Welcome back to the woods with Yoke. Yes. If y'all probably just now started following the channel, we've been doing a lot of cooking inside, but initially my passion was cooking outside. So today we cooking outside, and I am going to try to fry some baby octopus. But we not only just have an octopus, we're going to have us some lobster, we're going to have some shrimp, we're going to have us some fried blue crabs as well. But the star of the show is these baby octopus. But before we get involved, we're going to clean this up so we can start prepping our station. Number one rule for outdoor cooking is pack out what you pack in, meaning whatever you bring in, please do not leave any trash behind. We want to preserve our nature, and we don't need all that extra trash hanging around. So please pack out whatever you're going to pack in. Other than that, have you a great time out here. All right, so get my hands clean. And we talked about frying up some, well, it's not calamari, it's octopus, but I'm assuming it would have the texture of the calamari because it's the same family, right? So let's look at what we are doing here. See my garbage right here? See the garbage? All you got to do is tie a nice little bag to the side of your truck, car, whatever it is you're doing, and put that garbage in there. All right, so let's look at what it is that we have. Now everything has been washed and cleaned except for my lobsters because I wanted to show them to you whole. We do have, oh, my hands are kind of wet. So we do have some beautiful Florida lobster tails here. We have 2 of those, so let's put that right here. We also have some baby octopus. Now these octopus have been cleaned. Let's put these here because we got to season these up. We have quite a bit of them now. I don't know if I'm going to cook them all, but we're going to cook quite a few of them. So let's get some of them so that you can actually tell what they are. This one is a nice size. So we're going to take those out. And we also have some beautiful white shrimp. These shrimp have been deveined and cleaned. Beautiful, nice, large shrimp. And of course, you couldn't do this seafood fry, that's what I'm gonna call it, without some blue crab. I know it's a pity these darn crabs so small, but that's what it is. So that's what we got. All right, so we have our seafood. I am going to put this together so we can get these seasoned up. But before we do that, we are going to have to bust our lobsters down. Let me cover this up because I don't need no friends in there. All right, so I'm just going to free my right hand because that's the hand that I'm going to use for my knife. And very simple. We're going to cut the belly out. Kitchen shears. I was hoping to break that open from the bottom, but no biggie. There you go. And just split it down the back. Look at that meat. How beautiful is that? But this is beautiful, but I want you to appreciate the scenery for a moment. Look at this beautiful scenery. It don't get no better than that. Yes, so yeah. Well, when we first pulled up, there was turkeys. You can hear them. I don't know if they were arguing or fighting or whatever they were doing, but they were having a good time. But this area is known for a lot of black bears, Florida panthers, and everything else that you can think of. That's in Florida, obviously. So we gotta keep a watchful eye, because food, they may not eat, where'd this come from? Oh, my knife just, jeez. And these oyster knives, they supposed to be good. Keep a watchful eye behind us. All right, so there is our lobster tail. Let me get some fresh gloves. Before I get too distracted, let me turn my oil on so that can be nice and hot, because it's not going to be or take much to season this and get that on the fire. Hook the tank up. All right, so we have our eye lit. We're going to use our cast iron skillet, and we got us some peanut oil. I choose peanut oil when I am frying in higher temperatures because peanut oil does very well in that. So that is why I choose that. All right, we're gonna let that warm up while we season our. All right, so let's get this seasoned. Now, I am using Zanarans, Louisiana style or New Orleans style shrimp fry, but I'm gonna fry everything in that. This stuff is very, very, very salty. When I say very, I can put 20 varies behind this. This has 830 milligrams of salt. If you add any more salt to it, you're gonna be mad because you ain't gonna be able to eat it. But I am going to add just a little bit of Old Bay and maybe a little bit of onion and garlic powder. All right. So we bust the backs on our lobsters. And what I am going to do now is I am just going to take them out of the shell. We know what the lobster look like. Big deal. All right. I'm going to pull these out of the shell. I'm going to rinse them. Like so. Let's get that out of here. And this shell. Give these a quick little rinse. Now this has been washed. Well, the shell, the meat inside the shell has been rinsed already, but we just want to make sure that we get all of those little impurities out. It don't take much. That's all you need to do. Squeeze off the excess water. You don't need, oh, great. You don't need all that. And you can get rid of that. Okay, so moving right along, we have our lobster. We can actually season right in here. Have our lobster. Let's put in our shrimp as well. And we'll do our crabs separate. I kept my crab separate. We'll season that separately, and we'll do that separate with that. All right, now I'm going to do a dry, wet batter for the seafood, but I'm just going to put just a little bit of Old Bay, onion powder, garlic powder on them. Onion powder. We just, bringing it up a notch. That's all we're doing. Garlic powder. And that's it. Just give it a quick little toss. Look at it and then just judge it. Not using our hands too much out here. Perfect. See that? Now, as I said, we're going to do a wet-dry combination. So I have one pot for, or one bowl for our eggs and milk mixture. And then we have one for our dry mixtures. All right, we got some eggs and we got some milk. Y'all seen the price of eggs? All right, so I am going to, in a small bowl, combine a couple eggs. With some milk. And this is just whole milk, nothing too crazy. I could peel this off. All right. And some milk. Okay, let me get my whisk. So I'm just going to mix this together and just create a dredge or a wet batter for my seafood. Had to check on my grease right quick. Everything is looking good, and we are going to start this wet dry batter situation. All right, so we got one or two. Just start off with what you feel like you're gonna need. If I can get this open. We got our seasoned fish fry, shrimp fry, whatever you want to call it. Have our wet and our dry, that we are going to do the dredging part of this as far as to get the batter on our seafood. Let's just give this a quick little mix. And let's go in with these lobsters. So we're gonna go egg wash and into the mix. Let's get us some few shrimp, egg wash, some of these beautiful baby octopus. I'm sure it's gonna be good. And into the dry. Into the dry. Our shrimp. Now we're just gonna crowd this in here because I'm going to shake it. And we ain't got time for all that. Cover everything back up. Cover this up and just give it a nice toss. So this is going to be our first batch to our grease. Look at that. That's how you should be looking. All right, so we have our seafood. We have our grease that's ready. Get my tongs. We ain't in no kitchen. We outside. So you got to get it how you live out here. Okay. Hold that for me, please. Thank you. All right. So this is our lobster. Shake off some excess. And we're going to add that right into this beautiful peanut oil. Our shrimp. And let's put a couple of these octopus in here. These ain't gonna take long. Don't nothing come out the sea take long to cook. Let's give that a few minutes. While we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and drop some of these crabs in here as well. Just tiny little blue crabs. Let's do 2, maybe 3. So when those come out, we can just drop these in. I didn't want to overcrowd my frying pan, so that's why we have some left over in here. Drop that in there. Let's get rid of this. Cover that up. And give this a shake. Let's give our lobster a flip. Ooh, look at that. Let's get this shrimp out of here. Our baby octopus, give that a little flip. Our shrimp. I am going to take my shrimp out because they do not take long at all. Our octopus. This little one here looked like she about ready. And put that there. Give my lobsters just a few more minutes, and this last octopus a few more minutes. All right, so let's take this out. Take our lobsters out. Oh, how beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? Yeah, I did it like this so I could make some space. So you got quite a bit more to come. Okay, so we have couple more octopus. Some more shrimp. And we got our blue crab. Those crabs in there. There's another octopus. And one last crab. Wait a second, you guys. I want to give a very happy, special 29th wedding anniversary to OG Biggs and his wife, J Mo. May the Lord continue to bless your matrimony. That's goals. Those are goals that I hope and I pray to reach one day in my in my matrimony. That is just absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, congratulations. G-Ma, thank you so much. They get put to really good use. All right, so very quickly while we're waiting on that set of seafood to come out of the grease, we are going to just make a quick little mayo ketchup, a little concoction here. Very simple. You need some mayo, some ketchup, some mustard, some hot sauce of your choice. We're going to use some sriracha and a lemon. Some hot sauce. We got some sriracha. Some regular sriracha, the ketchup of your choice. We're using some Dukes today because somebody said I need to switch from Hellmann's to Dukes, so we got us some Dukes. And we got some Dijon mustard, some Grey Poupon. No, this is not Grey Poupon. Yeah, it is Grey Poupon. So I'm going to add just a little bit of that in there as well. We're going to give this a little bit of mix. I need to get the lemon and a lemon. See if I can accomplish this without this seed dropping in there. Depending on how much or how little of the sauce that you're making will determine how much of the lemon you're going to use. Not too much, just enough. Looks like I'm going to need just a little bit more ketchup. It's too light for me. All right, so give it a taste and see if your heat is good. If not, just add a little bit more sriracha. Let's head to our stove and check on our seafood. Give the octopus a little flip. I think we got one shrimp in here and our blue crabs. This shrimp can come out. Just give the blue crabs maybe a minute on the other side and 2 minutes for the octopus, and we'll be ready to eat. All right, so let's get our crabs out. Let's put our octopus to the side. And our octopus. I'm assuming this is going to taste like calamari. I like calamari. I don't know if y'all do, but I do. I enjoy calamari. All right, so let me turn my stove off. Chow time. All right, so let's give this a taste. I am quite interested to see how this baby octopus is going to taste. I see my batter ain't sticking too well, but that's all right. And I feel like there's a mosquito on my chest. Here's a couple of shrimp. Let's get us a crab and our lobster. Looks pretty good. All right, let me cover this back up. Yes, I'm going to double dip because this is mine, okay? So we got our mayukachu. And we have our shrimp. That is perfect. Our baby octopus. I hate to even put baby in front of that. Here goes nothing. Tastes like calamari. Very mild though. The flavor is not really bold. I'm gonna take that as a good thing. Them too hot, I can't like that. I'm gonna take that as a good thing. We have our lobster, our Florida lobster tail. I know he gonna reach for this. Can I have it back too? That is good. Look at that white flesh. That is good. And our crab. Ooh, that's hot. There you go. Now, why would you fry that? They ain't even got no meat on it. You can possibly just eat the whole thing. No, these are not soft shell. But they are small. Wonderful meal. Wonderful view. And good company. That is what I'm all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Yoke Cooks. Not in the kitchen, but we in the woods. So let me know, what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How do you guys feel about octopus? Are you not interested in it? Or you don't care for the texture? Whatever it is, let me know. Drop that in the comments. I really enjoyed this. Was my first time, and I'm glad I was able to share that with you. So with that being said, Yoke gang, y'all already know I love me good food, but I love y'all for life.